Hi, I'm Louise. I'm 23 years old. I'm from Geneva, and surprise, I'm a pilot. However, it hasn't always been like that. When I was 18, I was actually studying law, and thankfully, through my uncle, I was able to have the chance to fly with him and be exposed to the aviation industry, and from that point, I knew I loved it, and I dropped everything for that. But I know it's not always the same for everyone, and not everyone has the chance to be able to be exposed like I was to the aviation industry. So I think it's a good thing that there are other ways that we can include diversity. There is still a lot of underrepresentation of females in the flight deck or any other job that is typically made by men. And I would probably address this as starting at a very, very young age. So usually when you're little, that's when you start thinking about the jobs that you want to do later. And when I was little, that would have been through books or talking to people. But nowadays, young people are very, very into social media and everything that's online. So what I think would be a good thing to do is to include, for example, filters for these social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, that can include a female pilot filter. That would be a fun thing to do and make a lot of young females associate with it. And in addition to that, it would be a good thing to include a tool, for example, that would analyze the texts that the companies would put out on these platforms and make them more diverse. For the marketing part of it, I think it would be good to include more photos, for example, on the job adverts that could include women, or also, for example, to make it more diverse, it would be good that, for example, for an airline, the cabin crew is usually seen as more female, and the pilots and the flight deck is seen as more male. It would be to include more males in the cabin crew and more females in the flight deck and to make it more diverse that way, and through pictures, for example. So I think this Datathon is an amazing opportunity to interest people of my generation and accelerate diversity and inclusion in the airline industry. I look forward to seeing your creative ideas, and welcome on board.